The increasing pressures of just more people on our planet, and also the increases with 66% of the world's population going to be living in our cities in the future, that puts pressure on the key resources. So by 2030, we're going to need 50% more food, 45% more power, and 30% more water in terms of the resources that are actually going to need to support those communities. So for me, that basically says that we need to build smarter, and we also need to build sustainably.
When it comes to the design, construction, operation and maintenance of infrastructure assets, it is very clear that reducing carbon reduces cost.
Yeah, I think we've got three types of city. We've basically got new cities where you can actually build in that technology from scratch. You've got emerging cities where you've got the opportunity to build it, but I think the real challenge comes from developed cities, and actually that's really where we've got a turnaround challenge. So it's how do you start to integrate buildings and infrastructures in a completely different way? How do we kind of retrofit buildings, which I kind of touched on, and how do we refurbish our buildings that may have been built for one use, whether it's warehousing or offices or commercial, and actually twist and use that maybe for mixed use or residential in the future.
The early low-hanging fruit for a lot of smart city projects that are succeeding is to deploy sensors that are connected to usually a wireless network that can inform the owner or manager or user of the infrastructure whether or not the system is actually performing. And the big data has really no value until the little insights that have meaning can be extracted. And you're learning from that data stream something important that's actionable, that has meaning to a decision maker. And it may be a machine decision maker who automatically responds when a condition emerges, or it may be a human being.
We've recognized that a one-size-fits-all approach is not how we should move forward. From a water point of view, we've been highly successful in delivering public health outcomes in terms of wastewater treatment and water treatment using hard infrastructure. But I think as we look to the future, when we have uncertain climates and we have different challenges in terms of our infrastructure base, we need to do something different.
The Philippines, we're composed of 7,100 islands, and we are one of the most vulnerable countries in terms of calamities and climate change. We're more focused on making our facilities climate change resistant. All our projects must have value not only for our stakeholders, but also for the community.
What we're finding is that it's hard to enable the policy goals unless the citizens are engaged, because there are crucial citizen behaviors. The crucial question is the customer. Customer is king, the customer is why we do this. It's us, the taxpayers, the bill payers, who are receiving the services and paying for that energy service or water service or transportation service. Is that experience benefiting? You know, smart plus sustainable is not just a goal, it's now happening.